Hello everyone, George Packard with Family Lawn and Landscape, and today we're going to do a question and answer session, and it is May 15th today, I believe, 2016. So anyway, first question is from Hank, and Hank is from Omaha, and he wants to know, what GPS units do you use? So what we use is, it's called GoTrack. And just go online, Google it. They seem to be the simplest ones we could find to use. They're very easy. They just plug into your little port right underneath the steering wheel there. Or you can hardwire them into your vehicles, which I highly recommend hardwiring those things in so that your employees don't screw with them. But the ones we use, I think they charge us, I want to say $200 a year. I think it's $200 for the unit and $200 a year. Or it could be $100 for the unit and $200 a year, something like that. But anyway, then we have multiple units, so we got a discount on them, so you can talk to them about that. But that's the one we use. So, next question. Richie from, looks like Michigan. How many people do you put per truck? So, how many people per truck? Well, commercial truck, generally, I guess, we run 4 guys in that truck. Our residential trucks is always a 2-man crew, and I shouldn't say always, because occasionally there might be 3 guys in there, especially if the residentials are way behind. We might jam another guy in there just to try and help those guys get caught up, things like that. Or you have a guy quit or something, you got a guy running solo, we might throw him in a truck with 3, but generally it's 2 guys to a truck. Okay, so this guy is from Portland, Oregon. Frank from Portland, Oregon. And Frank wants to know, how many hours a day do you work? How many hours a day do you work? I work a lot of hours in a day. I don't know exactly how many. I'm guessing 16 hours a day. And as far as the workers go, I ask for a 10-hour day out of my workers. And a lot of days it may go over that, and a lot of days if you have rain it goes under that. So it just goes all over the board, but as a standard rule is 50 hours a week generally is what I look to get out of my guys. So hopefully that'll answer that up. When do you skip from Ohio? When do you do maintenance? When do we do maintenance? We do maintenance typically it's the end of the week, and it's the last thing that gets done. That way the mowers are all ready to go for Monday morning. They are done Friday. That's the last thing you do is maintenance on all that equipment. And the reason we do that is because the last thing you want to do is have everybody show up to work Monday morning and then they got to screw around and do maintenance before they hit the road. You want those trucks ready to go and on the road Monday morning, okay? So without hesitation. So we do it on Fridays, or if we have to work into the weekend and on the Saturdays or something, we'll do it, but that's at the end of the day, so that's the last thing that's done. Okay, how long have you been in business? This is John from Denver, Colorado. How long have we been in business? We have been in business for 19 years, so hopefully that answers that question. What are your favorite trucks? This is Jeremy from Utah. Wants to know what your favorite trucks are. We have several different trucks. We have Ford Rangers, I like my Dodge pickups. Everybody knows I like those things. I have some Dodge dump trucks and things like that too, or Chevy dump trucks. We have different vehicles. My personal favorite is Dodge. I like those. Trannies leave something to be desired, no doubt about that. But I think every truck I ever had was Dodge had a tranny problem. But I like the trucks. Engines run great in them. You never have problems with them. So that's that. So favorite mowers, Steve from Kansas. So my favorite mowers are the Gravely's, and I believe I've gone over this a few times, but we run all Gravely mowers now, and I don't get sponsored from these guys or anything. It's just I've had good luck with them. I believe they're built heavy and they seem to hold up. We've had good luck with them, so we stick with them. Let's see. Oh, and what are your favorite skid steers? Same guy. So skid steer wise, I like the New Holland skid steers. It varies all across the country. I've had a lot of different ones. I like New Holland, and there may be better skid steers out there. My own personal favorite, though, is the New Holland. Matter of fact, I just bought a brand new one and absolutely love it. It's quiet as can be. It's a track machine. C232 is what the model is. Lifts like 3,000 pounds. It's a beautiful machine. I really like them. So that's my favorite on the skid steer end of it. It says, okay, so Luke from Illinois, how do you beat your competition? How do you beat your competition? I've heard that a time or two before. So there's many ways to beat your competition. Everything just comes in line. So the first thing you want to do is get your advertising set up right. Okay, so you want to have a good website, good SEO work, so that you're on the first page of Google. That's the most important thing. Okay, then it's answering your telephone. Okay, you got to answer the call, because a lot of these guys don't answer the call. I mean, I can do a whole video. Matter of fact, I did do a whole video on how to beat your competition. I think I did a couple of them. But if I'm going to make a short answer out of this whole thing, get your advertising lined up, answer your phone, and be prepared to answer questions. Be knowledgeable about your business, and don't take no for an answer. So get in there, give them a good price, and then give them great service so you don't lose them. Okay, that's just the beginning. But you can look back, you see I've done some videos on these things. So, all right. So now, how do you beat your competition? We covered. So have you ever thought about quitting? From Mike from Canada. Have you ever thought about quitting? Boy, have I ever. Many, many times I've thought about that, but I obviously haven't done it. It's well worth it to me to stay doing what I'm doing. I love doing what I'm doing. But are there days? Yeah, there's definitely days you think about it. There's days when everything seems to go wrong. Like, you lost 6 employees today, or it's one machine after another is broke down. You have all these problems. You think about that when you have financial problems. I knew a guy that's a multimillionaire right now, and he told me this, and I can really relate to this. He told me, he says, George, he said, you know how many times I was ready to file bankruptcy? And he says, many times. He said, we were broke, I was wealthy. We were broke again, I was wealthy. He said, this happened so many times in my lifetime. And this guy's probably like 65 years old. Now he owns like 20 gas stations or 25 gas stations. So he's a very wealthy man. But he went through life being on one end and then the other, and I think all of us have been there at one time or another. So you think about quitting a lot of times, but you just keep pushing forward. It's the American way. Just move forward, move forward, move forward. How many times have you heard that? It's not how hard you get hit, it's just how quick can you get up, and keep moving. So, you're going to get knocked down? Sure, you're going to get knocked down. Your feelings are going to get hurt. Your morale is going to go down, but you just got to keep plugging on, man. I mean, those days aren't going to be there forever. You think they are sometimes, but they pass, okay? Anyway, last question I'm going to answer today was in regards to our vape store, which I'm going to show you in the next video. And that was, it says, why did you start a vape store where all your background has been in lawn care and landscaping? So, and that's Tim. Okay, Tim. Well, I'll tell you what. There's a couple of reasons I did this. And one is I quit smoking a year and a half ago about, just shy of it, I think. But I quit smoking, and I really found this product to help me do it. So I believe in the product. The other thing was, down in Florida, I saw these things popping up all over the place. They're on every corner now, it seems like. And so they're getting popular amongst people. So I look at it like a business venture, just like anything else. I realized that someday I'm not going to be able to landscape anymore. My back isn't going to hold up. My knees aren't going to hold up. Maybe my hearing will go. God only knows. I could be in a wreck tomorrow. Who knows, But I know I can't do that hard labor forever, okay? Same thing with lawn maintenance. It's still hard work, you can't do it forever. And I'm not saying the vape thing is the way to go either, but I think it's trendy right now. If it stays around, great. I'm going to be in a great position because I'm getting in sort of on the bottom floor of this whole explosion. But if it doesn't work, I'll move on to something else. But number one, I believe in the product. I believe it helps people get off cigarettes, and that's a good thing. So it's a good thing to be into in that respect. The other thing is obviously for financial reasons. So if this store works, I'm going to open up more. I know guys that own 5 and 10 stores, you know. So that's the reason for that. But hopefully I've been able to answer some of you guys' questions here today. Keep them coming. I try to answer as many as I can. If not in the comments sections, I try to do it on the Q&A question and answer sessions, and I'm going to have more of them. I'm going to try to have them at least once a month. So anyways, it's been George Packard, Family Lawn and Landscape. Thanks for watching. Leave me your comments and questions down below. And don't forget to subscribe and check out our website where we archive all of our videos. Those links are right below. Thanks for watching.